to today's tutorial. This tutorial is all about pole skating. So pole skating is a little bit less of a trick and transition, more of a pole aesthetic where you keep your feet on the ground. So it looks like this. So you can see, like, I sort of keep dragging my toes and my feet on the ground for the whole time. It can be a really interesting way to mount the pole. I like it for something like a warm-up to get things going. It can also be a great way to create a certain character or mood for a performance. You are going to want some socks, probably, at least to start off with. It makes it so much easier when you're dragging your feet on the ground. So to start with, we're just going to do this spinning forward. Now normally when we start our spins, we quite often like to come up onto the balls of our feet, so that way we're like as high as possible and there's no chance of our feet hitting the ground. But since now we want our feet to hit the ground, we're actually going to start either flat-footed or maybe just slightly on the balls of the feet. Inside arms up, we wring the pole out, pull the shoulder down. Outside hand is about mouth to chin height. And this is so that way we can transition through to our forearm spin as we need it. So outside leg is going to sweep. And to begin with, you want to kind of keep your knees a little bit bent. And how I usually start this, and what was taught to me, is sort of like the inside leg is a little closer and a little more bent. Outside leg is a little bit farther apart with a bit more of a soft knee. And we're just going to give that a try to begin with. So we're going to reach up, sweep, and slide. And then we'll do the other side. So reach up, make sure we're nice and engaged, sweep, and around. So that's the start of where this one begins. So just going forward, having the legs, toes brushing on the ground. Next step would be actually playing with moving your legs around a little, swishing those feet back and forth, side to side. You might want to think about even lifting one leg up, but keeping one foot, toe, something on the ground all the time. That's sort of like what I know pole skating as. So that's what we're doing here today. So sweep. You know, play with it, make it your own. This is something you can really have a lot of freedom with. So that's just our basic spinning forward. Now really, with this, we of course can then turn to face the pole. We can turn to the back. But kind of what makes pole skating really neat is that because your toes are dragging, you can then use your feet to help you. So if you need to give yourself an extra push because you're losing momentum, that toe is already on the ground for you to push and keep going. If you need help to go from spinning forwards to spinning backwards, your feet are on the ground to help you. So it lets you sometimes make those transitions a little bit more easily than you normally would, as well as to maintain your momentum by allowing you to keep pushing. Because at the same time, since you always have something dragging on the ground, it can make you slow down a little bit sooner. So let's give it a try now, where we start our pole skate normally and then play with it, turn to face the pole. Okay, make an interesting shape. So starting in the front, and you're going to place that forearm and face the pole. So remember, mouth to chin height so that you can get that forearm on the pole to help you out. So once that starts feeling comfortable and you're feeling pretty good going from forward to sideways, then that's going to make it easier to start turning to the back. I find that actually with the pole skating, because there's those feet on the ground, sometimes turning to the back is a little bit more challenging than even when your feet are lifted up in the air. That could just be me. But if you find that, that can totally happen, which is why it's nice to sometimes be able to push a little bit to help that rotation happen. So for this next one, you start facing forward. We're going to face the pole, and then we're going to face backwards. So making sure you're really engaged. Yeah. And then of course the other side. Nice. So I don't know if you could see so much in that one, but I actually gave that little push off to help my feet come around the pole. So you can really make this one your own, like I said at the beginning. You don't always have to have 2 feet on the ground. You can lift and play however you want. You could do this whole thing backwards if you wanted to. Going from here, sweeping. Right? Like you could start it from back. There's so many possibilities. The reason that this one makes such a great warm-up is because it really works through your shoulder engagement on spin pole, and that gets your core going, gets your upper body fired up, makes it a nice little warm-up, and you're not doing too many crazy things with the legs. You're not inverting it or anything like that. It's also a really good way to help get your brain into that spin pole mode without necessarily just doing our usual spins and holding something. Because you're moving your legs, you're getting that extra core workout as well. So let's do one more on each side. And yeah, play with it, have fun. Move your legs, make interesting shapes. Not all the shapes are always going to be photo worthy, but that's okay. Make it your own. And then of course you'll do the other side. And there you have it, pole skating. So if you wanted to use this in some sort of combo, you could use it to come to the ground. Oh yes, that was a lovely squeaking sound. As an example, so coming to the ground. And then you can use it also for something like starting your pole climb. So there you go. Fun things that you can experiment with and try with pole skating. Please let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for joining me today.